Hi, we meet again. I like to talk about leadership in terms of influence, how we can influence people. Um, Probably I will probe you with this question. All right. Who has given you the opportunity to lead? I repeat, who has given you the opportunity to lead? It can be a boss, it can be your leader, it can be community, someone. How do they know that you can lead? And probably you have certain qualities that you have. You have certain qualities that can influence people. All right. Now, what do you think those qualities are that you have and you think can influence people, especially influence people to make decision? Right. Probably, right? Probably. All of us would like to influence someone. If you are doing marketing, probably you want to influence someone to buy your product, probably. How would you able to influence people? Uh, Number one, you need to have a good communication skill, develop a good style of communication, like what I am doing now, communication, and I learn it the hard way probably at times. Uh, I need to communicate well. Question we ask, does a leader communicate direct? Does a leader able to communicate until people understand? Now that is the question that you have to ask yourself. Are you communicating something to people that people understand you and they know what you want? So that when you lead them, you influence them, they're able to follow you. And you need that communication. Because if your communication is not clear, is the direction is very fuzzy, is not very blur, and that creates ineffectiveness, we call it. People aren't able to perform probably, and they get frustrated, and probably they miss the target. They are not able to get what you want, probably. Something is missing somewhere. So leaders, your influence to people has a relationship with what we call the strength of the team, and they develop strong relationship probably with the team and with you is because they are able to understand what you want and you're able to communicate well. Therefore, your oral communication, your written communication, whatever message you want to tell people must be clear, must be specific, that able people can know what you want. Right? So you provide a clear, you provide not only clear but the frequent communication, probably frequent reminders, showing people the priority, showing people what do you really want, right? Another important area besides communication is the area of consistency. You must be consistent. People say mean what you say and say what you mean. So do your actions match your words so that the team members know how to react and how to respond to what you want. You cannot say that something is important but turn out that not so important after all. So your team people, they don't know where you come from. Be consistent. Be consistent. And probably um, the best consistency that you can show people is in terms of influencing people is to be a good example. Let's do this. Are you doing it? Or are you showing an example and influence others? Influence others. Give them a clear direction, behavior, communication. Right? Besides communication, besides consistency, I think next word is the word called compassion. Do you understand your people? Do you show them that you care for them? Do you listen to them? Do you appreciate them? Do you show interest in what they do? When they come to you and confide with you, they ask you questions, do you listen attentively? Do you give feedbacks? Maybe sometimes they need some mentors. They want people to give them feedbacks. They want people to give them thoughts. All right, and probably help them to create a plan. Okay, I think at the end of the day, compassion talks about support. Support without being critical, but rather support in terms of encouragement. Encouragement. See, the last point is what we call as a collaboration or connection to purpose, collaboration with a purpose, because purpose gives motivation. Why are you doing what you are doing? You help people to connect in what they do so that they are able to do better. And collaboration talks about it gives an idea of open discussion, that I'm connected to you. We work closely to achieve something. So successful leaders help others to understand why their roles are important. Mean you add value, and that can really influence people. When you connect with people, you influence them, adding value to what they are doing. I think this is very, very important. I like that. I like that. And you are able to influence others. Friend, in leadership, influence.